hello there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Title Bout boxing tournament. We just finished the 1893 tournament in which Tom Sharkey of Ireland won the title. The number 2 guy, Mr. Fred Harold, I think that was his name. Anyway, Harold, who lost to him, dropped to 4-1, but he gets a automatic spot in the next tournament, which will be in 1947. Let's see. Have I done 1947 yet? Let's see here. Yes, I have. So I will do 1949. 1949. Might as well do one from the late 40s. So 1949. It shall be. So let's go here. Make sure that get everything going. All right. So 10. And then we'll do the auto scheduler. All right, so we got items from I like the auto scheduler. That it actually helps out in a sense because then you can say, well, what year these guys are from. All those fights, and now it's the 6th tournament in the 1940s, which means that we will have to have the famous, oh, you got 6 fights, you're fine. Okay, Bivens and Zerdan. Both are out. Okay, yeah, well, anyway, I gotta get this Harold guy in. Frank Harold. Oh, Frank Harold. And he will take on somebody from 1949. I don't know who. I'm gonna give him page 8. Let's go with Stefan Olek from France. Okay. So now we got 1949. Joey Angelo, Frankie Fernandez. Well, 2 fights. Sure, I'll let that happen. Keenan against Dale. Alright, so here we go. We got bouts. It's bouts time. Which means that the amount of bouts you have, bouts, not belts. Alright, so lots of people have had 8 fights. I need 6. Sands, Robinson, Pep, and Lloyd would be in, but because they have won a tournament. Alright, so it'll be Fern Lester, 3-3, versus Guslos Matovich. Oh yeah, that's right, 4-2. He's still got a chance. Alright, these 2 guys. Page 3 again. So it'll be Clarence Henry versus Rocky Graziano. Can't believe Rocky Graziano is that bad, in a sense. Louis Galvani's 4-2, so he gets a chance to fight. 5s. Let's see, who's 5? There's a lot of 5 of those, and 2 and 3s. 3-2. Al Holstack. So Al Holstack gets a chance. You have to be above 500. Well, okay, no one else is. Well, there are some 2 and 3s, but they don't get in yet. Fritzy Civic, he has yet to have been determined after his semifinal loss, and he will face. There's no one else who is 2-3-1. Let's go with Canadian Savoie. All right, so now we go back to the rankings for points, the ratings. Page 1 has nobody, really? Page 2? Page 2's got a lot of the Billy Graham. 3. Okay, so 3. So page 3, right? Yeah. Page 3. No, sorry, it has to be page 2. You're right. I forgot. The rules say it has to be page 2 because the second fighter comes from the same page. Well, quote unquote page. Rosen, 4. Okay. It'll be Philly Nava versus David Kui Kong Young. Rocky Marciano and Archie Moore. I think they both can't. Yeah, they both can't compete. Let's go page 7. Let's go page 7. Let's go with Robert Fellenan of France versus Shirai of Japan. Give those guys some matches. Billy Fox and Harold Jones. Billy Fox is page 13. Oh man, he's so close. I thought someone. Oops, that's right. We gotta cut it to men. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I gotta change that because they have both um both genders. There's nothing against the women, but they can't fight men. Baker, fine, I'll let that happen. Get it, stuck up. 0-2, yeah, his match. Silla Deloitte. I think I know that guy. Yeah. So his match is okay. Amador. Amador. He's a page 26. That turns into a page 2. California Jackie Wilson will face who has let's go with Bird Lytle. And then we got 2 more matchups left. Tommy Gomez Langlois, page 9. Yay. I wish he was Canadian. Okay. Joe DiMartino, page 20, which turns into rating 4, page 4. Let's go with Bob Murphy making his debut. And he will face Canadian Arthur King. And then we already did the Frank Harold situation. 2 Canadians, decent amount of Americans and all that. I think in numbers. How about France has 4 guys. So France might be trying to steal everyone around. All right, let's see the belts. And they will have first semifinal is Robert Philomen and Rocky Graciano. There's Graciano, but now he's going to face Philomen, the Frenchman. Philomen. Danny Milano is in Philomen's corner. He's at Cobo Hall in Detroit. Jimmy Lennon Jr., your announcer. Arnold Pokrat, your referee. Lefkowitz, Maltz, and Cross, your judges. Lee McRae, your ringside boy. 6-3 versus 3-1. Graciano. His stats. The Rock, as they call him. Well, Rock. 67, 10, and 6. He was the world middleweight champion and all that. Very popular. One of the greatest punchers of all time. His first tournament, he beat Alabama Kid and Joe Brown before being TKO'd by Carl Olson, and then he lost to Orlando Sululeta. And then a couple months ago, he TKO'd Tommy Euros before losing to Jake LaMotta by decision. But after that, he's decision Clarence Henry, putting him in retirement, TKO'd Al Holstack, putting him in retirement, and TKO'd Frankie Fernandez. So, yeah, that's huge. And he gets Philomen from Francais. 52-7-4, French welterweight champion, and he lost to Fern Lester a while ago, but he has decisioned Shirai, Koi Kong, and Billy Graham, so he's done very decent for himself. Let's see who wins. Graciano's got some speed. Can you fix that? Well, right now it's close. Got some swelling on Graciano's, and it's got a close cut about his right eye. That could be huge. Remember, Graciano better win, or else he will be retired.
The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
We get a stoppage. Oh, that gushing cut. Points will be tallied. We have a majority draw. Are you kidding me? Graciano had a gushing cut, and yeah, the judges were left to give that decision. That's bullshit in my mind. Philomene deserves better. And now they got to go to another match at the Plex. And of course, by knockout, he won. I feel so bad for Philomene. I mean, the guy knocked Graciano out. In a sense, he should have won that fight. Graciano will have to owe the judges some gift baskets for that bullshit thing. If Graciano wins the final, he deserves to give some gift baskets. You know what? I'm going to give Philomene a wildcard spot into the next tournament. No matter what happens. I mean, the guy freaking got robbed. And I know he fucking got robbed. So the semifinal number 2 is Bert Lytell and Ellie Bennett. I think. Is Bennett Australian? I thought I saw him. Well, they got some nice teamwork. From the Oracle in San Francisco, Oakland? Jake Gutierrez, your announcer. Jurgen Langel's your referee. Uchida, Trella, and Ware, your 3 judges. Callahan, let me say expert. Yeah, I thought I recognized the name. So Ellie Bennett for Australia, 3-2. He started at 0-2, but he's won 3 straight. Yeah, he lost to Aragon and Dan Buccaroni by decision, 2 tournaments. But he defeated George Angelo, Bob Baker, and Cyril Delano. So he's done okay. Delano has 6 fights. Okay. Bert Lytell, the 5-1, the Chocolate Kid, as they call him. He defeated a decent amount of people. He actually got to the 3rd round of the tournament 2 months ago. He beat Basilo and Gardner before being decisioned by Jake LaMotta. And then he has split decision on California Jackie Willis, TKO Tommy Gomez, and decision Bob Murphy. So it's safe to say that Harold didn't make it through. So will it be a Battle of America, or will Bennett ruin it? I mean, for France, I feel for you. Not having Phil Moran in the final. You got robbed. You know you got robbed. Well, it looks like it's one guy only will be like else. Bill's got some swelling. I think he's got a hard time. And survive.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Well, did Bennett survive? I think not. Callahan said he won the 3 10-point rounds were 10-10s. So. Yeah, Littell obviously won. Well, give Bennett credit for at least making it, but man, it wasn't even close. He led and punches missed. Look at the punching accuracy, 10%. So yeah, it's Graziano and Littell, Battle of America, and I still think Phil Murray got robbed. Just to let you know that if Graziano wins, you'll be in the elite group, and Littell, if he wins, he's in the Joe Frazier group. Graziano has got to give basket to the judges for getting him this far. To the Oracle Arena, Joel Antonassi, your announcer, Sean Curtin, your referee, Kwan Ho Jang, Roy Francis, and Chuck Winker, your judges, Mark Jones, your ringside expert, and Graziano, 7-3 with 5 knockouts. So 7-3 with 5 knockouts, 5-7, 158. The Rock, Contra, from the United States, 163 pounds. The light heavyweight Bert Littell, 6-1. Both these guys have hit the 7-fight threshold, so whoever loses will not. I repeat, will not get a lot of people. The next one.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, Littell's got to do something here. Well, he's still alive. Well, around 10, it looks like, ooh, Littell may actually defend.
The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
Well, let's see. Might be Littell, maybe Graziano. The cards have it. Graziano 144, 142. I think you might be right. So did Graziano win, even though he should not have been to the final? Personally, I hope it's Littell. Because, Graziano got into the finals controversially. He ended up being cut. Jang scores at 144, 142. Okay. Roy Francis scores at 143, 142. It was close. But I have a feeling it's going to be Graziano. Chuck Baker scores at 144, 141. So, who's got it? Oh! 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 It wasn't like that. I am shocked it's Bert Littell who won it. So Littell does win and puts Graziano into retirement, not in the 128-man guy. The light heavyweight Littell, what a win. That's what you get, Graziano. That's what you get for getting in, even though you had a bleeding cut. I feel bad for fellow man, but Littell won the fight and gets in. Well, Graziano, now you know punch accuracy 16%. Obviously, you can't win a fight with that, Mark. Well, what a job. Savoie and King both made Canada a failure. But you know what? It doesn't matter. The right fighter won, and I feel bad for Robert Philoman. Because of the bullshit, I have decided that Philoman will get a wildcard berth. Because I mean, the guy deserved to win, and he got technically ruined. Well, it was a majority draw too. If it was like, I was hoping Philoman would win on points, but he didn't. Pathetic, don't you think?